What's going on? This is Big G from G Ryders and welcome to another episode of Testing Rides. Today, I'm going to be testing out the 2017 Dodge Challenger RT. Dodge Challenger, famous for its classic muscle car look and the range of engine options. The Dodge Challenger has been a very popular car among the muscle car buyers. Reintroduced in 2008, the Dodge Challenger brought back the 1970s muscle car look that everyone loved. In 2015, the Challenger received its first facelift and became a way better car. The Challenger went from selling about 40,000 units per year between 2009 and 2014 to averaging about 65,000 units between 15 and 16. But I think it mainly has to do with the Hellcat. The Dodge Challenger also is reasonably priced. It costs about $30,000, and with that you get over 300 horsepower and you get 30 miles to the gallon on the highway. There are 7 different trims for the Dodge Challenger. There's the base SXT, which is the V6 model. There's the entry-level V8 model, which is the RT. There's the GT for this year, the new all-wheel drive V6 model. Then there's the SRT RT 392, which is formerly known as the Scat Pack. The SRT 392 is the base, just kind of the middle-of-the-line SRT model. Then you got the range-topping Hellcat, and now higher than that, the 1,000 horsepower Demon. So no matter what your budget is, there is definitely a Challenger for you. The one I have here today is an RT, and it comes with a 5.7 liter V8, good for 372 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. And this thing weighs a hefty 4,200 pounds. Even though this car weighs a lot and it has a V8, it still gets about 16 in the city and 25 on the highway due to cylinder deactivation. I drove about 250 miles on the highway and I averaged about 27 on the highway, which is a lot better than what EPA estimated. The Dodge Challenger RT starts at about $33,000 with the manual and $35,000 with the 8-speed auto. This car comes with some decent standard equipment. So you get a 5.0 Uconnect system with the Bluetooth and your climate control, radio, all that's all controlled through there. You get a power seat. You get really nice cloth seats in here. Like, it's cloth, but it's really nice cloth. It's like not the type that, you know, look like it belongs on a couch or something like that. They're really nice seats in here. And the driver's seat is power. You get the push button starter with the smart key access system, which is really nice. That's one of my favorite features. And you also get these 20-inch wheels that comes out standard on the RT model. And last but not least, you get Dodge's active exhaust system. So if you don't know anything about Dodge's active exhaust system, it's basically the system where you're just going around town slowly. The car is really quiet, but then when you want to do some hard accelerations, put your foot in it, the valves open up, and the car comes into life. All right, let's take a look at the inside of the Dodge Challenger. So as I talked about before, it has a smart key system. So to lock it, just hit the button on the top there. To unlock it, just wait a second, grab the door handle, pull the handle up, the little window goes down, and you can get right in. Alright, how's the interior of the Dodge Challenger? Well, honestly, it's actually not a bad place to be. Even though it's a base model, it has the cloth seats, no leather, or nothing like that. It's very comfortable in here. Like, I'm a big man. Let me show you guys. So, I have plenty of headroom here. I have lots of wiggle room here. And like, over in the passenger seat, like someone won't be sitting on top of me, but this is a very big and wide car, and it's really nice in here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so the door panels up here, they're nice and soft. Like, it doesn't feel like a cheap plastic at all. Like, it feels really nice. I kind of like that. So the door panels over here, Dodge just put, like, you know, the similar cloth that's on the seats on the door panel here. I'm really glad they didn't try to put like no fake carbon fiber, no fake type of material on here. They was just straight up about it. The dash, it's really nice and soft. It feels really good. It has like some nice texture. The steering wheel feels really nice in the hands. It's a leather wrap steering wheel. It has like the little stitching right there, as you can see, and it feels great. The steering wheel feels really nice in the hands. It has some nice bolstering. It feels really nice. The leather's really nice. It's actually pretty soft too, even though this is kind of a sportier car. It's soft. It's soft, but it's not too soft. It has just the right softness to where if you're gripping it tight, your hands won't get sore, and it doesn't feel that cheap. The buttons laid out here on the steering wheel is really nice. You have like your D-pad over here that controls some things in the dash. Well, I'll stop the car in a second, I'll show you. And then over here is your cruise control, and here's your phone selection. And over here will be if you had the tech package with like this, like radar, cruise control, and all that stuff. All those controls will be all over here. All right, so over here in the center stack, I really like how it's kind of just faced only at the driver, and it kind of has this like this little wall up right here, so your passenger is not like all in your stuff over here. So you have like your basics down here. I mean, your heating and your infotainment control there, and then you got your sport mode. This car does have the 5-inch screen, which it isn't horrible, but if you're buying one of these new and you can afford it, get the 8.4-inch screen, because I've noticed that the times I've had this car, I've just really been quite disappointed with this little tiny screen. So, alright, so this material right here looks like it's like almost like a kind of like a wood, but it's kind of like a plastic metal or something like that. It looks really nice in here, and I wish they would use more of it, so they got it right here too. I wish they could have put some of that on the door panels too, just to make it match a little bit more. I like the little bit of gloss black around here. The shifter is really nice. I'm really glad Dodge got away from using those stupid electronic shifters. These are electronic shifters, but you could physically put it in a gear, and it's really nice, and it has like a nice feel to it. I like it's kind of like it's like a golf club, like a putter golf club right here. It's like grabbing the end of a golf club. It's actually it's really cool. And then you got the stitching right here on the outside of the shifter and kind of the driver's cockpit area. It's really nice. I like it quite a bit. And then you also, on the other side over here, you got a USB charger for the passenger, and then you got like a little like spot for them to like lay their phone or wherever they want to put it, or whatever you want to put right there. It's kind of cool. Glove box is pretty big. Center box right here, that's where your USB port and everything lives at. And then you got your sunglass holder up here. Alright, let's start it up and let me show you kind of some stuff of the digital dashboard up here. Alright. So straight away you kind of see the performance tabs here. So you got a 0 to 60 timer, and you have a 0 to 60 timer here, and you got a braking distance timer here. So if you want to measure both your acceleration and your braking, you can do that right from the screen here in the Dodge Challenger. And it's kind of funny, I tested the Dodge Charger a little bit ago. I need to do another video on that one, speaking of that. But the Dodge Charger doesn't even have this. It's kind of a Dodge Challenger exclusive. So you got your vehicle info, your trans temp, oil temperature, oil pressure, oil life, battery voltage, tire pressure, coolant temperature. You know, all your important gauges they kind of took out of here by going to a digital dash. You got your speedometer, reads big clear letters there, and you also can change it to kilometers right there too. And then here you can set up to everything you want to see on your screen. So you can do everything from showing your current gear, showing your odometer. You got a lot of choice. You also got your fuel economy. Yeah, I've gotten 17.7 because I've kind of been driving it hard, but like I said earlier, when I drove on the highway, I did average 27 miles to the gallon. Computer here, and then you have your audio information. So if you have like an iPod playing or Bluetooth playing, it'll show you kind of the title of the song and everything right in there. And then you have any messages, say for instance something happens with your car, like you got to check engine light, or you're due for oil change, or you got a low tire pressure, and it all pop up right there and you can see exactly what it is. But overall, this interior is laid out really well, and it's over the kind of the two-door American kind of sportier cars, muscle cars. This is definitely my favorite interior because it is so roomy. It has really nice quality to it. There's not too many cheap plastics in here, and the simple fact that it's good quality and it's an American car. I'm very impressed with this interior for sure, even though it has the tiny screen. One thing that should be centered on this car though for sure is paddle shifters, because I felt myself with the V8 I want to have paddle shifters for sure. Alright, let's see how this thing sounds. Drop the window down a little bit so you can hear that V8 scream. How does the Dodge Challenger drive? Well, just to be honest, this one in particular, it drives freaking fantastic. It rides like a straight luxury car. Like, hitting bumps in this car, you would think you're in a Cadillac or something like that, even with the 20-inch wheels. And then when you need to go around a corner, downshift a couple gears. It handles like a dream. Yes, this car is a big, heavy 4,000 pound. It's a 4,000 pound heavy muscle car, but it handles really well for a 4,000 pound heavy muscle car. The suspension is really soft, but it's stiff in the right places. So when you try to go around the corner, it holds the road pretty decently. But when you're going over bumps and imperfections and potholes in the road, you're not hurting your back, and it's really nice. The steering response is okay. The steering's not great in this car. That's the one complaint I gotta say. Just because it's really electronic, but with the electronic steering in this car, it makes this car easy to drive and kind of easy to kind of throw around a little bit. Sometimes I gotta give counter inputs, but you know, most of the time the steering is good enough for what you'll be doing in an RT Challenger. Honestly, I really like the way this car drives. Like, there's some things that could be improved, but it's really nice because if you don't know anything about the Dodge products and the Chrysler products, there's a ton of Mopar accessories for the car. So basically, you can go online or go to the dealership, and they should have like a full catalog of Mopar stuff that you can put on your car that will not void your warranty. So they have lowering springs and stiffer springs and everything to make this car handle even better. They have intakes, exhaust systems, but I mean, from what you guys just heard, this car really doesn't need an exhaust system, I don't think. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the active exhaust system. You know, you realize how quiet it is in here. Like, you only hear a little bit of road noise, I'm in 6th gear, just cruising along here. And when you're just going nice and easy, it stays really quiet and compliant. But the second you get near the throttle, it opens up and it is ready to bite. And those gear shifts, oh my God, just listen to that. It's just super responsive. The gear shifts is probably my favorite thing about this car. So if you didn't know, this car has a ZF 8-speed transmission, and ZF makes some of the best transmissions on the market right now. Like you will find those 8-speed transmissions found in many different cars. Like I know BMW uses them, Audi uses them, Alfa Romeo uses them. Literally everybody uses them. And I see why in this Dodge Challenger. I've driven some of the older Dodge Challengers, and the transmission hasn't been this responsive before. And I just love it. The fast reaction makes this car feel so much quicker. It's not wasting any time trying to shift the gears. So it's just like, let's show you some more of these, some more shifts. Let's go around this corner a little bit, kind of take it around. It's pretty dry. Not bad. Not bad at all. This Challenger handles a lot better than I thought it would. I assumed that a 4,000 pound large car like this wouldn't handle that well, but Dodge did a great job making this thing handle well. Yes, it'll need some stiffer suspension. Well, I wouldn't say it needs stiffer suspension, it just needs to be a little bit lower. I mean, it has a high center of gravity, and you definitely can feel that. I'll say the one thing I don't like, the biggest thing I don't like about this car, can be easily solved, is the fact that it doesn't have any paddle shifters. That I have to use the manual mode down here, on here. And you know, it's not that big of a deal, but like, just to make it even more sportier, I would like to have some paddles. Oh my God. But I definitely see the appeal of owning a muscle car now. I've always been the type of guy that was just like, I'd rather have like a little Honda hatchback or something like that, or I'd rather have something like a German sedan or something like that, and not really too big on an American car. But after driving this, I see why people lust after the V8 muscle car. It's just, it's not the fastest car out there, it's not the best handling car out there, and it's not the highest quality car out there, but still, it just puts a huge smile on my face, and I definitely see why people want these things. Because after driving this thing, I've had so much fun every day I've driven this car. It makes you want to go out and try to go buy one now. And not a lot of cars that I drive make me want to just go out and buy it. It just has the look and the road presence and the sound and the character, and it's freaking fantastic. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and keep riding with me. Thanks for watching.